So, um, I want to say good morning to us that are in West Africa actually. Um, so the this week was a bit up and down, and we don't know how next week will be. But for now, let's just analyze. Let's view what happened last week, how it happened, and everything. Now, on Friday we analyzed GBP USD, Euro USD, and gold. Also, maybe I should start with gold today. Those while I usually start with Euro USD, but maybe today I should start with gold. Let's start with the weekly time frame since this is a new week. Okay, maybe the monthly. It's still the end of the month. Yeah, we talked about gold coming to an OC level here, and it's not just an OC level. This is a gap. Look at this gap. You see that this gap was created on December 2025, and price came back to fill that gap, sweep liquidity in March. Now, let's see the weekly time frame. I'm trying to let you know why price probably came to this zone, okay, and also why is price rejecting this zone. Now, immediately this gap was filled. Look at this, the gap on a weekly time frame. There is still gap here. You see the gap. Now, in price came down and filled this gap. Then immediately this gap was filled, price started rejecting. Now have it at the back of your mind that this level, this particular level, is a monthly key level. I hope you remember it is a monthly key level. Now this same level now is a weekly rejection block, a weekly key level too as well. Look at the V shape. You see. So this same level is the weekly rejection block. Also, we have an order block here from the weekly time frame. Look at this order block, this one here, this candle. It's also a weekly order block where price is rejecting from, or price is reacting from. Let me use reaction since we have not yet seen full rejection. So let's say price is reacting from here for now. Now, where was price coming from? Price was coming from this high, and price distributed down to this place. Now we don't know what the market will do next. You can only analyze. Now between this low, and this low, there are a bunch of liquidity, and then look at fair value gap, look at order block. You see, for those of you who are SMC traders, this is a perfect setup now. You have your liquidity or your inducement, a fair value gap, and a perfect order block that created a displacement. You see why price is rejecting from here. Now let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see the daily time frame. Now on a daily time frame, if you look between this low up to this high, like between this low up to this high, this is where price gave us a major break of structure on a daily time frame. Now this rejection now like this, these two lows and liquidity or inducement, price now came to this weekly order block here, or this weekly demand here, and now price is rejecting from here. Now I cannot tell you or guarantee you that price will buy and give us another break of structure. I cannot guarantee that. But another thing I'm looking at is this. This low was not broken. Look, this low was not broken. This is weak. Okay, the low has been broken because this Thursday candle actually closed below. So we can still call it a break, but it is still not a break. So this can just be a liquidity grab. Now, let's see what Friday did. So I hope we now know, okay, we now know why price came to this place and why price is rejecting that particular place. What is so special about that place that made price to reject that place? Let me cut Friday, this Friday candle. Let me remove this Friday candle. Mind you, these are all daily time frame. I think from here, okay, from here, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday swept the high of Monday, and this Thursday distributed. Now, look at this bullish candle. This bullish candle, this one. Look at where the bullish candle is coming from. Look at this low. So this key level was on fresh, but once price break through it, it became fresh again. Now this rejection was coming from this zone here. And I think if you go down to 1 hour time frame, there is an order block there. If you go down to 1 hour time frame effects, there's an order block there. Look at this order block. There's another block there and inducement. You see why price rejected from here, right? So let's go back to the daily time frame. Now price rejected this place, close below this one. That was on Thursday. But now I can say that I want to be looking for buys. Why? Because daily rejected daily gave me a break on a daily time frame. So I can be expecting something like this. Price should do something like this and do something like this, right? Now, but there is something else. There's something else. There's something else. Let me plug my mouse. My mouse is using it light. I think it's probably the battery. So, sorry. You just give me 10 seconds. Okay, so let's continue now. Let's continue. Now, this is our key level. This is our order block. On a 4 hour time frame, this is another block. Right? You see this engulfing bar, and this an engulfing candle. This bearish candle engulfed this one and also close below this one. So this engulfing bar will be our order block. Let's see 4 hour time frame. Let's see 4 hour time frame. I think we were selling from here. Was it last week that we were selling from here? I was actually looking for sales here too, but price took me out first before selling. Now, how manages Friday still showing up here? I think I thought I removed it. Now, there is something else I'm seeing. There's something else I'm seeing. You see, there is possibility that we are all expecting this structure here to fail. This high should fail. Price should break this high like this, right? Once this high is broken, we expect the tracing and we'll start buying. By then we will now know that okay, this monthly weekly and daily key level is very valid, right? Why? Price has given us a break here. We can now say that daily storyline has started. The daily storyline is bullish, but there is something else that usually happens in the market. Some of the times you see that a storyline has not started yet, but another storyline is playing out, or another structure will be forming inside another structure. Now, this is our current structure. We have a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, right? Now we are going to be expecting what? A lower high and a lower low, right? But now look at what price is now doing now. This is swing low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. Now there's possibility of what? A higher low and another higher high. Then this place will be taken out. So what if that is what price is planning to do? Because this is our current structure. This is our current structure. Now, if we are talking about ranges, we can see that we have a range. Our range can be between here and this low, between this high and this low, right? If we are talking about ranges, we can say that our range is between this high and this low, because this candle has engulfed this one, though we didn't see any break here, but since this one engulfed this one and then made a swing low and a swing high, so we can say that between this high and this low is our trading range for 4-hour time frame. But let's see 1 hour range now. Let's look at 1 hour range. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let me show you something probably we were not paying attention to. You know, one thing that I love about Forex is like an open and close. So if you look at the chart from this angle, you should try to also look at the chart from another angle. You see that on a 1 hour time frame, we actually had a break here. This is a break on a 1 hour time frame. Now, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is line up here. What I want to talk about is line above this level. Look, 1 hour made this swing low, a swing high, a swing low, a break. This was a stop hunt here. This was a stop hunt. Okay, I think we are back again. So, like I was explaining, this was a stop hunt right here, and this was where we got our break of structure to the upside, and here we got our major break of structure to the upside. Now you see that our 1 hour range is bullish, right? Our 1 hour range is bullish. We got a break. Like, let me clear some of this, or maybe I should use a new chart rather. I should use a new chart. Let's use forex.com or oh god. Okay, 1 minute please. Okay, I thought this got disconnected. Okay. So let's go back to the chart. So as I was explaining initially, I said that this is our 1 hour structure. Maybe I should mark this again. It's a break here, and in our 1 hour time frame, we had this break here. Mind you, this high here, and this low is our 4 hour range. Gosh. It's our 4 hour range. So we are expecting something like this and to sell, right? But now we know that this level here, that price is rejecting from, this level here, down here, there is a weekly key level there, a monthly key level, and a daily key level there. So it is going to be difficult for price to break this place just like that, slow. Now we had a break to the upside on a 1 hour time frame, right? Now if this low fail on a 1 hour time frame, if this low fail, then we will now know that okay, this range, this sell now will continue, but this place has not failed yet, so there is still hope. Now let me show you how I took my trade on gold on Friday. What I did was I went to the daily time frame. Let me go back to the daily. I went to the daily time frame. I saw that price has closed below here, so we might be expecting buy to sell. But then I thought about something. What about the 1 hour range? I think I marked this key level. Then I went to the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour. Okay, yeah. I went to the 4 hour time frame. You see that even on the 4 hour time frame, there is a break to the upside. Even though I know that this is our main structure, this high and this low, but price is already forming another structure inside the previous structure. Look at the structure that price is already forming. There's possibility that price will do something like this, and continue going up. Gold can do something like that. Not just gold, every other currency pair or commodity or any financial market you trade. Now this is a key level. We have this key level below this place, and where again? This one, but this one is on fresh, so I don't think this is fresh in FXCM, but maybe on Rwanda it is not fresh. And then I think I went down to my 1 hour time frame. On my 1 hour time frame, yeah. So when I went down to my 1 hour time frame, this was still Asia. Okay, 2 p.m. So this was Asia. What I was expecting was a break of structure here. I was expecting a break of structure here, and I got the break of structure. Price actually gave me a break here. But then let's see 15-minute time frame. I think I was looking for a buy here at first, but I never got opportunity to enter. And then this zone here, this was a break of structure, but look at, this was a stop hunt and a structure break. That was still on Thursday. Now Asia formed, made a swing high. Now below this Asia, we know that there's liquidity below Asia. Below this Asia, there's liquidity here, and I was expecting price to give me a break of structure here. Then at the retracement, I can now enter. That was what I was actually expecting, but price didn't give me a major break here. that is on a 1 hour time frame, price just came down and started buying from here. I would have taken this trade, but I was a bit scared of the trade because I already have a body break here. The price have given me a body break here, and there is inducement here. Look at this low and this low. This is inducement, and what? This is a key level. This long line is a key level. This an inducement. This an inducement. Then this line now is a key level, not just a key level. It is a breaker block. Look, you see the breaker block. So I wanted to take a buy from here. And maybe my stop can be around this zone. But I was afraid because below this Asian, there is liquidity here, and that was why I didn't take this trade. But if I was buying from here, where will my targets be now? If I'm buying from here, my first target will be for price to take out this high. This high. Yeah. Now, where will my second target be? Let's see 4 hour time frame. Let's see 4 hour time frame. My second target will be this other block here. You see this other block? This will be where my second target should be. So let's go back to 15 minutes. So I'll be targeting this other block. Why I'm targeting this other block is this. Price might choose to use this as an